Did Kevin Costner's estranged wife Christine relocate amid divorce drama? Find out. A judge determined that Christine had until the end of the month to vacate the property she owned with Kevin Costner. During their 18-year marriage, moving trucks were spotted leaving the $145 million Santa Barbara home that Christine and Kevin Costner and their children shared. Christine has vacated the house in which she lived with Kevin Costner during her 18-year marriage to the actor, according to pictures obtained by Page 6 and other outlets on Friday, a day after Christine was seen running errands in Montecito, California. Did Kevin Costner's estranged wife Christine move out of house amid divorce drama? Christine Costner, Kevin Costner's estranged wife, has relocated. A source confirmed to People that Christine is following the legal advice as per the prenuptial agreement and is vacating the family house. The source added that she will stay at a smaller house on the property that's been used as a staff quarter. This is only a momentary solution. She is still looking for a new place to live. She is staying in the region so as not to disrupt the lives of the children. A source told People that Christine is doing her best to keep things as normal as possible. Her entire focus is on the kids. The moving truck was spotted just days before Christine was legally compelled to leave the house, as a judge ordered earlier this month that she must leave by Monday, July 31st. How did Kevin Costner react to the court's decision? Christine, who is going through a rocky divorce with Kevin Costner, had originally asked for a deadline of August 31 for relocating away until a child support agreement had been reached. The Yellowstone actor asked her to depart by July 13. According to court documents, on July 5, Judge Thomas Anderell decided that Christine must vacate the home she shares with Kevin Costner by the end of July. A source revealed Kevin Costner's reaction to the verdict. He was relieved. Christine had stayed in the house after she filed for divorce on May 1, despite a prenuptial agreement that allegedly obliged her to vacate within 30 days. People acquired court documents filed on June 30th, in which Kevin Costner's legal team stated that Christine grasps at ropes with one baseless argument after another as to why she should not be allowed to stay in his home. The letter stated that Costner respectfully requests that Christine be given notice to leave his distinct residence immediately, and no later than July 13, 2023. Both the Oscar winner and his estranged wife have just returned from back-to-back summer vacations with their 3 children, Grace, Hayes, and Caden. Costner brought his 3 children to British Columbia earlier this month, which forced him to miss his July 12 court date. Christine was later seen with their children on a trip to Hawaii last week, when she had some time in the sun with Grace, as they walked down the beach and posed for selfies near the water. She was also spotted at the beach in Hawaii with Josh Connor, a banker who lives near the family in California. The latter vacation occurred just 1 week after Christine was awarded $129,000 per month in child support from Costner. She had previously wanted $248,000, which the actor's representatives called inflated. Kevin Costner's wife Christine Baumgartner moves out of $145 million Santa Barbara mansion and into mini home down the street on land owned by actor days before she was scheduled to vacate property. Kevin Costner's wife Christine Baumgartner moved out of the couple's Santa Barbara mansion and into a mini home just down the street on Friday, days before she was court-ordered to vacate the property. Moving vans were seen outside of Costner's home in Carpinteria, California, earlier in the day, and took Baumgartner's 49 belongings to her new abode, which sits on a vacant lot owned by the Yellowstone actor, 68. The large lot, which is located on the same street as her marital home, was littered with shipping containers and a miniature home isolated in the middle. Meanwhile, a U-Haul truck was pictured parked outside the mansion, located in the small seaside city in southeastern Santa Barbara County, and was later seen returning in the afternoon to collect more belongings from the beachfront estate. Baumgartner, who filed for divorce from the Yellowstone star in May and has complained of struggling to find an appropriate rental in the area, was ordered to vacate the $145 million property by end of month. The cozy new home features a green roof, a wooden deck and a small outdoor grill, along with plenty of seating options. A dirt road nearby leads to a number of white shipping containers. Earlier in the day, helpers at Costner's residence were seen moving items from what appeared to be the garage onto the truck. A bicycle was among the items being loaded on. Since proceedings began, the divorce has been far from amicable, from Kevin claiming that his ex refused to leave the mansion, despite giving her $1.45 million for a new residence, to Christine, alleging the actor was trying to make her and their children homeless. Christine insisted she has no plans to strip their mansion in Santa Barbara of items before leaving the grounds, which she has been ordered to do by July 31. Kevin, who was spotted with the pair's 3 kids the day prior in Aspen, Colorado, and Christine, have been locked in a very contentious split over the past few months. The drama goes back weeks when Kevin asked her to exit the home. Now the tension has been focused on what she takes when she leaves the house. Earlier this month, sources told DailyMail.com that Baumgartner fears the Yellowstone star is out for revenge against her after she filed for divorce, and will have police escort her out of their Santa Barbara home. He wants to humiliate her, a close friend of Christine said. This isn't about the house. It's about making Christine's life a living hell for actually going through with the divorce. Christine said she wouldn't be surprised if Kevin had her escorted off the property by police, the friend says. It was Christine who wanted to make this transition as peaceful as possible for the sake of the children. Kevin has done the complete opposite. He's not thinking about the kids, about how traumatizing this is. Baumgartner shared in new legal documents that she will be showing photos in a PDF to Kevin's attorneys of what she plans to remove from the mansion, according to a report from Eastern Time. And that means there should be no emergency hearing over what belongings will be taken out. Christine said a hearing was uncalled for. Also in the filing, it was revealed that Baumgartner rented an off-site storage unit to house some silverware, some pots and pans, a piloton bike, family heirlooms, clothing, and personal items from friends. There was also a mother-daughter horse picture she wanted to keep. And it was added that Costner would not be harmed by Baumgartner during the removal of her items. Last week, a judge ruled she must confer with Kevin before taking any property from the estate. She has been barred from taking art, furniture, furnishings, or appliances with her without his explicit consent. It was also stated that she will be barred from removing any property, apart from her clothing, toiletries, handbags, and jewelry, from the mansion. This comes after he accused her of ransacking the home that they had previously shared. Through his attorney, the Yellowstone star accused his ex of taking his belongings without his knowledge or consent, which he claims has increased significantly. Baumgartner previously wrote in court filings that she was hesitant to leave her home without having a plan and funding in place, if only for the sake of her children, whom she doesn't want to have to move multiple times. She claimed that Kevin wants me to rent a place without a financial plan in place. However, I have our 3 children to think about. It is contrary to their best interests to commit to rental that I may not be able to afford, particularly as that would ultimately lead to multiple relocations. My goal has been and continues to be maintaining as much stability for our children as possible, which includes having the proper resources and plan in place, so that I can establish a stable home for them, rather than making temporary and inconsistent housing arrangements, she continued. The Yellowstone star was on the hook to help his estranged wife relocate per their prenuptial agreement, but it was a relatively paltry sum for their lifestyle. Costner would have paid her a reported $1.5 million to find a new home, but with California's elevated home prices, particularly if she tried to stay near Costner, she may have had difficulty finding something similar to the luxury she and her children are accustomed to. Costner has deposited $1.5 million in Baumgartner's bank account to get her to move out of his mansion, and he said he had given her $200,000 earlier in their marriage, in line with their prenuptial agreement. However, Baumgartner hasn't touched the money, as she says rob her of her ability to contest the prenup's validity. The former couple initially tied the knot in 2004, with Christine filing for divorce on May 1st, after 18 years of marriage. She noted that their date of separation was on April 11th, and cited the reason for the split was due to irreconcilable differences. The divorce filing had left Kevin blindsided, and the star actually had plans to file for divorce first, sources told The Sun last month in June. He had assumed that the two were going to split amicably and follow steps in their prenuptial agreement. Costner also claimed Baumgartner had made payments to her own divorce attorney via a credit card that belongs to one of Costner's employees, according to documents obtained by TMZ. The latest bickering between the former couple comes just days after a judge determined that Costner must pay $129,000 per month in child support, which was a little over half of what Baumgartner had been requesting, but more than double what the actor and director said he should pay.